Hey there Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This one is for September 18th to 24th. Now before I do dive into this, if you wouldn't mind doing me a small favour, hitting the like button, and you may also want to subscribe if you enjoy these readings. It really is what keeps them coming, so I'd be really grateful for that. Now if you want to arrange a personal reading at any time, hit the first link down below and that will take you to my website where you can check them out. You can grab my freebie, Free Learn Tarot Quick Guide, if you want to get started interpreting the cards, also linked below, as is my paid, more immersive online tarot course, The Initiation, and in that one I teach a full foundation in tarot as well as my signature reading process. So that one there you can get what you need to do full readings for yourself, family, friends, and hey, maybe even paid readings. There's also the link to my free email newsletter, my karmic community, and my Instagram where I'm very active. Alright, with those announcements done, let's focus in on this reading. Now your card, a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Now we can fall in love with the work we do, we can fall in love with a person, we can fall in love with a place, maybe a pastime here. There is some kind of new romantic cycle that feels like it brings a greater sense of balance, a greater sense of harmony to your life. I've got Libra energy here, and that is the energy of justice. There might be a justice call or a powerful decision that you're needing to make. Okay, let's go to your major arcana. So I've got just the 22 major arcana themes here, and for you I've got the universe. Yeah. So this indicates usually a new cycle opening on the back of another one closing. Okay, so a new cycle, romantic cycle begins, there's a new beginning, but with every new beginning, of course, there is a closing door as well. This is a very much a victory card though, because it feels like you've arrived at the natural ending point of that situation, Leo, and now it feels like there is some kind of new beautiful cycle beginning to kind of flourish for you. It really asks you to be vulnerable and open to the process and go in, you know, without expectations, but with an open heart. Okay, well, let's get your cards out. I'll get you 4 cards from the Rider-Waite and we'll clarify as we go. Situational energy is the High Priestess. Yeah, and I feel that, you know, you can kind of sense this coming, or if this is already underway, it's like, you know, there's that feeling of promise here. You know, you're getting all the feels is what I've got coming through. The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles, right? And that could be, well, you know, making this happen in reality, like making it a commitment, making it a contract. And we'll see how to unblock that Ace of Pentacles. Advice, the Empress, wow. Okay, Libra, Taurus energy coming through again there. So you might be dealing with one of those signs. The Empress is a beautiful energy of major growth, and it's this beautiful, like, divine feminine energy of allowing this to unfold. And the outcome, 10 of Wands. Yeah, so you know how we talked about one door closing and another one opening. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So 2 number 10s and the universe. We're looking at profound cycle changes here. Massive, massive shifts. Okay, so there's also an element of destiny and timing when the Wheel of Fortune comes into a reading, and it really wants to expand your life big time. So an energy of expansion through a new romantic cycle beginning, and maybe leading up until now, you've been going through a bit of a period where you've been feeling out of love with life or out of love with the situation, but it's time to bring love into this situation. And the big act of self-love here, Leo, is moving towards this new growth, this new potential. And yes, it could be a person, a place, or, you know, a work career opportunity that you absolutely, you know, love as well. Okay, clarifiers coming in. Oof, okay, nothing says new love quite like the Ace of Cups with the High Priestess. So if this has showed up, you get this feeling that it's full of promise. Like you don't really know where it's going, and there's those kind of butterflies of, you know, how will this, you know, how will this play out, and what's going to happen here. But what you can feel is that energy of fertility. See the pomegranates here? Well, that's also what's indicated on the Empress's gown here. So it talks about growth and possibility and huge potential, and yes, fertility, for progress, for, you know, all of that beautiful growth and flourishing. Now, Ace of Cups is a new beginning energy, and it's something that fills your cup, something that gives back to you, right, instead of draining energy out. And I feel that in order to embrace this, you will be leaving a situation that's been, you know, heavy energy, that's you've been struggling with for some time, right? And maybe this Ace of Cups turning up is the change catalyst for you, right? So it's a new door opening. Now, if this hasn't showed up, Leo, you know, this is your indication to start looking, start seeking, start shifting your energy. Because I'm a big believer that, you know, it's when we begin to, you know, look, seek, search, or shift our energy that we kind of create the pathway for the universe to bring this in. It's almost like we put our hand on the door handle and then the universe opens the door. So that's what I have here, and I think you can feel that there's shifts coming with the High Priestess. The High Priestess can also talk about the fact that, you know, there is going to be hidden depths to this person or to this experience. It's almost like, you know, you'll feel the energy, but that's only scratching the surface. There is like the tip of an iceberg here. There is so much more to it. And I think that it will start to unfold, you know, as you know, step onto this new path, or as you embrace this new beginning. So Ace of Pentacles is the challenge, and that would be taking that new beginning and making it your solid, your steady, your new. Like, this is actually a commitment. I've signed the contract for that job or that new home. You know, it's a general reading, so it will play out differently for all of you, but let's see what we have. Knight of Wands. That's a card of a Sagittarius, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. So really what it's saying here is that you need to make that big justice call on whether or not you're sort of all in to move forward with this. The Knight of Wands brings that passion, right? Brings that intensity, and it can come in quite quickly and unexpectedly as well. So maybe, you know, you didn't see this coming, and that's why, you know, the Ten of Wands is another door to close, right? Because often we wait for a change catalyst before, you know, we actually do shift ourselves. So the Knight of Wands, it's also indicating maybe a messenger of opportunity, or this might be in the communication stages as well. And I feel that if you are ready to say yes to it, that is when it, you know, becomes that new solid opportunity. Like, that is the door fully opening and you stepping over the threshold. So Knight of Wands, yeah, there's a potential here. And the thing about, you know, the Knight of Wands as a new direction is that it takes you on a real adventure, an adventure of passion into uncharted territory. So this feels like something that you haven't experienced before, like a next level love or work career that, you know, wow, I'm finally, you know, following my heart, or, you know, something that's completely different to what I've been doing. Remember, a new romantic cycle begins. This is something literally to fall in love with. So the advice is the Empress. Number 3 in the major arcana: creation, rebirth, growth, fertility, the divine feminine energy coming through with the Six of Pentacles. It is your time to receive. And the thing that I love about what I'm seeing here is this theme of balance. I see it in the scales here. I see it in the High Priestess, how we have the two columns, like the black and the white, the light and the shade, the, you know, complementary opposites coming together. So whatever, like, this person or this opportunity is, it feels like it brings you a balancing factor that maybe, you know, you've wanted to seek, or maybe you're yet to integrate within yourself, which is why it feels very appealing and it feels very attractive to you. So the Empress is saying there's huge, huge potential for growth, right? She is such an incredibly powerful, positive omen for, you know, a new beginning that can really become longer term potential. So Six of Pentacles, tables are turning, you are receiving here, and, you know, it's a beautiful energy of things actually coming into balance after a long time of feeling like things were stale, stagnant, being on autopilot, you know, not really having the cup's energy, not really feeling the love. So I feel like you're either coming out of a relationship that felt like, you know, it was all your responsibility, or you were carrying the load, or it was a bit of a burden for you, or a work career situation where it's just like, well, I'm on autopilot, I go there and do my thing and I go home and, you know, nothing really eventful happen, it doesn't light me up, it's just a means to an end energy. But the Eight of Cups comes in with it, Leo, and it says that you're transitioning on from that. And the Ace of Cups is the missing piece that you've been looking for. So with the Eight of Cups, you know, it talks about leaving behind a situation that is not your end game. It's not your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment. It's not your Ten of Cups, your best life energy. And through moving away from that, we can move towards what actually is. Like, we get another shot here. And I think, again, this links to intuition, and you can feel that this is the time. It's the time to close the cycle. And the universe has given you a helping hand here, Leo, by literally shifting that Wheel of Fortune, by bringing in some kind of new arrival, some kind of new person, some kind of new opportunity. And it's really just waiting for you to say yes to this new cycle, yes to this new chapter, so the Wheel of Fortune can expand your life. It's going to take you on an adventure. And, you know, all of that sort of feeling small of the Ten of Wands is the opposite of how your life is going to look. And with the 10-year energies coming through, like, this could be like a 10-year chapter shift. Like, you might have been in the previous situation for 10 years, or a series of situations that sort of have the same essence about them, the same flavor. But this is now your new 10-year cycle, and it opens very soon. So get ready, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. So that's what I have for you, Leo. And if you would like a personal reading to tune into your specific circumstances, first link down below. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, hit subscribe on your way out. I'd be super grateful for that. I am just wishing you all the love and magic, Leo. Do take care. Bye for now.